even in our not very religious culture, Easter is still a well-known day, and many people will have celebrated in some way. But for many Christians, Easter is not just a single day, it's a season, and we're now coming towards its close. Today we're reminded that St. Paul, one of the early followers of Jesus Christ, was in Athens, and alongside many altars and shrines to the named Greek gods, Apollo, Zeus, Aphrodite and so on, he saw an altar to an unknown god. Their religious instinct included a wish to connect to a god whose name they didn't know, but who they didn't want to offend or miss out on. Paul said he would introduce them to this God whose name was unknown to them. The God who made the world and everything in it. He who is Lord of heaven and earth does not live in shrines made by human hands, nor is he served by human hands as though he needed anything, since he himself gives to all mortals life and breath and all things. In him we live and move and have our being. Paul's statement remains true. There is a God, the one and only God. He does not live in a particular place. He does not need anything from us. God simply is, and in this God we all live and move and have our being. If we go to the root of what religion means, religio, religamenting, reconnection, then I believe we live in a society which is increasingly thirsting for that sense of reconnection. Reconnection to each other through genuine community, reconnection with the earth and a renewed appreciation of what we are in danger of losing, and reconnection to God. The good news is that whether you know it or not, you live in God. God is the atmosphere in which you exist. Not just like a fish swims in water, but more like a raindrop falling in the ocean and realizing that the tiny raindrop and the mighty ocean are made of the same stuff. We cannot change this fact, though it might be the first time you've heard it. The only question is, how are you going to let this knowledge change you? Paul encouraged his listeners to allow this news to transform them. Like the tiny drop of rain falling in the mighty ocean and realizing that it and the ocean are the same thing. You and God are made of the same thing. Jesus said, I am in my Father, and you in me, and I in you.